back now with David Goldstein from Biltmore Loan. And of course, we are talking about all the different things that folks bring into Biltmore Loan and the things that he accepts. And something unique about your place is this is really a loan with dignity. You like to stress that.
I really do. Confidentiality, a little respect. People today are not in the same positions they were 7 or 8 years ago, and the banks simply aren't lending. They're just plain not lending. They only care about your income and how you're going to pay it back. They're not interested in the asset. So we work very, very much different than them, and we work on the asset. We're not interested in how much you make. We're not interested in your credit. You don't need to be credit worthy. We basically loan on products, and we find a value and try to find the greatest value for them so that they can get a loan and or a sale of this item easily and rapidly. And
normally we have photos that we show you, but today David actually brought a beautiful piece of artwork into our studio, and this is a serigraph. And yes. What is a serigraph and how is it different than a lithograph?
Okay. This happens to be, I brought this one in particular because, because we did a loan on it and we've gotten the approval from the gentleman to use it. This happens to be probably one of my favorites. This is a Leroy Neiman. It's called Vegas Blackjack. He did this in 1976. It's really colorful. It's got a great theme of blackjack. You see he's signed it down on the bottom right. This is not a lithograph, this is a serigraph, which is done with a silk screening process, which is a little more valuable than the lithographs and a little less valuable than original paintings. This particular one is very desirable because of the theme. Many people today, with the poker being so big on television and that kind of thing, people are really into this. This particular one has a value of between $4,000 and $6,000, and this was brought in. Somebody did a loan on it, and just for a sidebar, I've asked him 3 times that I personally like it so much. I'd love to have it in my home, and I've tried to buy it from him, but he's not ready, and when he is, I'll be there.
Yeah, and this is a Leroy Lehman, so of course, Neiman, so people know that name.
Very well known. He died about 2 years ago, and his stuff has gone about 4 or 5 times the value since he's passed away. He was very famous for doing sports, particular sports themes, and even poker was like a sports theme, but this is a colorful one that's really special.
All right, so you might see this in David's house one day if you ever get invited over. Well, if you would like to know what the value of something is, perhaps in your home, send a picture to David if you're wondering what's it worth to info@biltmoreloan.com. You can also call them at 480-991-LOAN, that's LOAN. Appointments, they are required. Visit them at biltmoreloan.com or follow them on Facebook at facebook.com/biltmoreloan. Thanks, David.